Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we have a decision in the former President Donald Trump vice presidential sweepstakes. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Some of the names recently that I heard jumping to the top of the class in the Trump Veep stakes, as we're calling it, were Marco Rubio and Tom Cotton. Now, there is an old constitutional provision. Rubio and Trump are from the same state, and one of them would have to move in order to make that happen. But Rubio is a senator from Florida, and would he have to give up the Senate seat if he moved? You know, it's very complicated if you pick Rubio, who, by the way, I think would be a fantastic choice. I also, until the last minute, until he tells me it's not Tim Scott, I'm rooting for Tim Scott. But we have a decision, one very important decision that was apparently made by Trump, and that's exactly when he's going to make his announcement. So now we know exactly when Trump's going to announce who his vice presidential pick is. And let me tell you guys, he knows how to build the drama. He knows how to have a show. Let's take a look at this report. And I want to know what you guys think. As always, I always ask you, and I always am fascinated by your answers. Who would you pick for vice president and why? Please let me know in the comments. Let's take a look at this report.
Essentially prohibits that. It's not been attested. Would he move someplace else? Would Trump ignore that? We will see. But there's no doubt that Marco Rubio is now in Trump's good graces. Those insults of 2016, ancient history.
Yeah, I do remember when Bush picked Cheney. They were both Texas residents, and Cheney just moved back to his home state of Wyoming. Theoretically, I guess Trump could move to New York just because Marco Rubio doesn't have anywhere to move back to.
I don't think Trump's moving anywhere, though. That's the question. Is Rubio going to move somewhere else? We'll see.
Well, where would he move? Anyway, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum doesn't have the same name recognition as Vance or Rubio, but that also might be part of the appeal for Trump.
Exactly. I mean, one thing he's a wealthy businessman. This is something that Donald Trump likes more than anything. And look at him there. He's central casting in the view of Donald Trump in terms of good looks there. Again, a wealthy businessman. He made his money in Microsoft. He sold his company in North Dakota. A self-made man without question there. He tried to run for president earlier this cycle. Most people likely don't remember that. That's also good because his insults of Trump are few and far between. He once said he wouldn't do business with him. He corrected that over the weekend. He said, of course he would do business with him. So the Rolodex that Doug Burgum has could be very important to the former president. But, Jake, these are only three. If we look at the full list here of people that Donald Trump is considering, it also includes some other names. Tim Scott, for example, the senator from South Carolina. Elise Stefanik, of course, she's in the House. Byron Donalds also in the House. Ben Carson, of course, a close friend of Donald Trump's, and on from there. So one thing we do know, that 1 month from today, this person, whoever it is likely to give a speech in Milwaukee at the Republican National Convention as the vice presidential nominee.
Don't forget Tom Cotton also. Senator
Tom Cotton also. Sorry, I did not see him on the list. Yes, senator from Arkansas.
We just had him on State of the Union yesterday.
Exactly, and his wife from Nebraska, of course. So